welcome back to the series of arithmetic progression, and in today's video we will be learning about what are the word problems we have related to the nth term of the arithmetic progression. So let's start the video now. The sum is a sum of rupees 1000 is invested at 8% simple interest. Calculate the interest at the end of 1 year, second year, third year and so on. Is the sequence AP? If AP, then find the interest at the end of 30 years. So, question में दिया है the sum of principal amount is how much, which we are investing is 1000 rupees. 1000 rupees is the principal amount invested at the rate of 8%. Invested at the rate of 8% and with a simple interest. So, what is the formula for simple interest? Is PRT upon 100. PRT upon 100. So, PRT upon 100 जो कि हम छोटी क्लासेस में ऑलरेडी पढ़ चुके हैं कि सिंपल इंटरेस्ट का फॉर्मूला इज प्रिंसिपल इनटू रेट इनटू टाइम अपॉन 100. This is the amount of simple interest we are going to get. Now we will be calculate the interest at the end of first year, second year and third year. So time here is 1 year. ठीक है? Time है 1 year at the rate of 8%. Principal amount is 1000. So can we substitute all those things in this formula and we will get the interest number 1, which is the interest 1 I can say at the end of first year. Let's see how much interest we will get at the end of first year. 1000 into 8% है. That's why this 100 comes. So percent में नहीं डालेंगे. It will be only 8. 8 into time is 1 upon 100. This 100 and 1000 will get cancelled out and the remaining amount comes out to be 80 rupees. So, at the end of 1 year, how much interest we are going to get at 1000 rupees is 80 rupees. Now we will be calculating for second year. Means for 2 years. For 2 years, the principal amount remains the same because it is simple interest, compound interest नहीं है, इसलिए ये 80 ऐड करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Simple interest principal amount remains 1000 into 8 into what is the time? The t which we are taking is 2 years upon 100. Then 80 into 2 will give you 160. So I2 we will get as the interest at the end of the second year is rupees 160. Similarly, we can take out the interest at the end of third year just by changing the time which we have in the formula. I3 is equals to 1000 into 8 into 3 upon 100. So, you can see 80 into 3 will give you 240. So, at the end of third year, you will have an interest of 240 rupees. So, can we say like that? Can we arrange like that? At the first year, we have rupees 80. At the second, we have 160. At the third, we have 240. So, can we write like this? 80, we have then 160, then 240. And so on. Can we say this series is an AP or not? How we check the series is an AP? If the difference, common difference remains constant, then we say the series is, the given series is an AP series. So 160 minus 80 will give you how much? 80. 240 minus 160 will give you how much? Again 80. So we can say that the difference is 80. Therefore, the series which is formed is an AP series. अगर ये AP series है तो बोला गया है is the sequence AP? If AP, then find the interest at the end of 30 years. Now again we have a formula. 30 years पे कितना interest मिलने वाला है वो निकालना है. So that is the nth term is which is given to us is 30 years. And by using the formula, again the same formula, an is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. So the formula is an is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. So what is nth term we need to find out at 30th year. So the number of terms comes out to be 30. What is A? A is 80. And what is D? D is again 80. Can we substitute in the formula and we can get the value for an? जो कि हम अभी तक करते आ रहे हैं. It's very simple. 80 plus 29 into 80. So 80 plus 29 into 80 will give you how much? 29 into 80 will give you 2320. And 2320 plus 80 will give you how much? 2400. So, at the end of 30 years, if you pay the interest, the capital interest of 1000, at the end of the 30 year, you are going to get 2400 as an interest. So this was the sum which was NCERT problem. It is really important. Many a times it has been asked the similar types of problem in the board exams. So this is the way how we can make use of an arithmetic progression to take out the number of years at and just by applying one simple formula. So हम जितने भी problems अभी तक solve करते आ रहे हैं, just we are using this formula and all the sorts of problems are solved. See how easy it is. Now the second question is, in a garden there are 23 rose plants in first row. तो पहली रो में कितने plants हैं? 23. Just I am writing the numbers. 21 in the second row, 19 in the third row, 17 in the fourth row. If there are 5 plants in the last row, 5 plants in the last row, I don't know how many rows are there. Find the total number of rows. It has been told find the total number of rows. So let's find it out. So we have first 23, 21, 19, 17. सब में 2 का difference दिखाई दे रहा है. So we can say the series is an AP series. So A is nothing but 23 and D is nothing but 21 minus 23, which gives you minus 2. So we have A, we have D. What we need to take out? We have AN. The last term of the series which we have is 5. Again using the same formula. Which formula? AN is equals to A plus N minus 1 into D. Using the same formula, what we can do? We have A, we have D, we have AN. So N is remaining and N is nothing but the number of rows, the number of terms. So let's find out. Let's have a look. AN की जगह पर हम रख सकते हैं 5. A is nothing but 23 plus N minus 1, leave like that, and minus 2 and minus 2. Let's solve the equation. 23 minus 2 N plus 2. So you will get 23 plus 2, you will get 25 minus 2N. Take this 2N over here and 25 minus 5. So 2N comes out to be 20 and N comes out to be 10. So how many rows we have? For the number of rows is we have 10 number of rows. So by using just one simple formula, my dear friends, you can have a lots of question on the AP series. Have a short note on the AP series which you have. If it is told in the question like that, we have 3 numbers in an AP. If we have 3 numbers in an AP, so we can assume that the 3 numbers are A minus D, A and A plus D. Similarly, if it is given we have 4 numbers which are in AP, so we can take it as A minus 3D, A minus D, A plus D and A plus 3D. You must have observed the symmetry on both the sides. This is A minus 3D, A plus 3D, A minus D, A plus D. Now, if we have 5 numbers in an AP, so you can take those 5 numbers as A minus 2D, A minus D, A plus D, A plus 2D. So again we have symmetry over here. So you can see if the number is odd, A comes in between. 5, A comes in between. Whereas for an even number, we don't have A. It is symmetric on both the sides. So these are the numbers which we can suppose if the numbers given in AP. आपको ये समझ में आएगा when I will be taking the further question how we can assume these numbers to be in AP and how we can solve the sum. Let's see. The question given to us is sum of 3 numbers in an AP is minus 3 and their product is 8. Find 3 numbers. So अभी जो हमने note point पढ़ा उसमें 3 numbers assume करे थे which were in AP. So let the 3 numbers be. First number was A minus D, A and A plus D. Now you will get to know that कि हमने यही 3 number क्यों लिए. Let's see. The sum of 3 numbers in an AP. The sum of 3 numbers means the sum of all 3 will give you how much? Minus 3. So if I do the sum plus A plus D is equals to minus 3. Now can you see minus D and plus D get cancelled out? And if this get cancelled out, the equation remains only in one variable and we can find the first term from the given equation. So that is the way how we arrange the given numbers in an AP so that the D get cancelled out and the sum can give us the first term of an AP. Let's see how. A plus A will give you 3A is equals to minus 3. So the value for A turns out to be minus 1. And the value of A turns out to be minus 1, then it's become very easy to find out the common difference. Let's see, let's have a look. And the product is 8, it is given. If the product is 8 means if I multiply all these three numbers, we will get 8. So I can tell A minus D into A plus D will give me how much? Will give me 8. Shall I need to multiply this? No. Shall we keep, first we keep the number A, the value A which we have already calculated. So minus 1 minus D, minus 1 plus D is equals to 8. Now, can I take out minus common from here? If I take out minus common from here, it becomes 1 plus D into minus 1 and D minus 1 is equals to 8. Minus 1 and minus will get positive and the remaining term which I have is 1 plus D. 1 plus D को मैं ऐसा लिख सकती हूँ D plus 1 so that you will get a feel कि you can use A plus B into A minus B which is nothing but D square minus 1 is equals to 8. D square is equals to, if you get 1 over here, you will get 9 and the value for D comes out to be plus minus 3. The value for D comes out to be plus minus 3. अच्छा, अब इधर से ये सवाल उठता है A की वैल्यू मिल गई, D की हमको दो वैल्यूज मिली है, that is plus 3 and negative 3. So we will have two series over here. Let's see how. A की वैल्यू आई minus 1 and if I take D as plus 3 लेती हूँ. So my first value will be minus 1 for the series. And what I need to do for the second one, A plus D, minus 1 plus 3. So minus 1 plus 3 will give you how much? Plus 2. So I can write plus 2 over here. Now 2 plus 3 will give me 5 and so on. So this is my series, this is my AP series which I have been formed by finding A and D of from the given information. Now let's see. If I take A remains minus 1 where I take my D is equals to minus 3. So my series comes out to be minus 1. Minus 1 and minus 3 gives you minus 4. Minus 4 minus 3 gives you minus 7 and so on. And so on. So these are the two series which we have, first series and second series which we have if we get the two values for D. I hope such type of questions must be clear to all of you and how we have used the notes points over here must be clear. Now the question given to us is the angles of a quadrilateral are in AP whose common difference कितना दिया हुआ है 10. The common difference is 10. Find the four angles of the quadrilateral. We need to find the four angles of the quadrilateral. So it is already given. 4 angles होते हैं quadrilateral में and those angles are in AP. It is given in the question. And what we have noted in the note point was कि अगर यदि 4 numbers हैं which are in AP, we can take it as A minus 3D, A minus G, A plus D and A plus 3D. Correct? So now in this question, since the D is already provided to you, so you can take it as A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D. As these are also in AP. यही तो हम लोगों ने फर्स्ट टर्म पे सीखा था कि AP बोलते कैसे हैं. So ये तीनों चारों जो angles हैं, this is also in AP. So what I need to do is, if it is a quadrilateral, the sum of all the angles will be 360 degrees. So A plus D plus A plus 2D plus A plus 3D will give you 360 degrees. Will give you 360 degrees. Can we have A plus A, 2A, 3A and 4A plus 3D plus 3D will give you 6D is equals to 360 degrees. We have the value for D as 10, so we can substitute here. We will get 6 into 10, 60 is equals to 360. 4A is equals to 360 minus 60 will give you 300. So the value for A comes out to be 300 upon 4. 300 upon 4 will give you 75. So the value for the first term, rather I can say one of the angle of the quadrilateral comes out to be 75. Now, if one of the angle is 75, next angle is A plus D. That is 75 plus D, which will give you 85. 85, 95 and 105 are the four angles of the given quadrilateral if they are in AP. I hope the question was simple. Now let's have a look on this question. Find 3 angles of a triangle which are in AP such that the greatest angle is 105. So let us assume first कि कौन से angles AP में हैं. So it can be a plus d and a plus 2d. हो सकता है. And the largest angle is nothing but a plus 2d, and it is given in the question the greatest angle is 105. Can we say a plus 2d is nothing but 105? And we already know the sum of all the three angles will be 180 degree for the triangle. Applying that property, we will get a plus 2d is equals to 180. A plus a will give you 3a plus 3d is equals to 180. Can we take 3 common and we will get a plus d is equals to 180 degree. A plus d comes out to be 60 degrees. So this was one of the equation which we was having, and the second equation is a plus d is equals to 60 degree. Can we solve both the equation and we can find the value for a and d? Let's see how. A plus 2d is equals to 105. A plus d is equals to 60. If I subtract both the equations, I will get the value for d. This is d. d is equals to 60 minus 5 will give you 45, and the d comes out to be 45. If the d is 45, substitute d in any one of the equation, we will get the value for a. So a plus d is nothing but 60, and a is equals to 60 minus 45 will give you 15. So the value for a comes out to be 15 and value for d comes out to be 45. What was asked in the question? Find the three angles. So we need to find all the three angles. First angle is 15. Second angle is a plus d, that is 15 plus 45 will give you how much? 60. Then 60 plus 45 will give you how much? 105. So these are the three angles of the triangles. How we can make the use of ABCDs and can find such type of questions. Let's see. Let's see the note point. This is a very important note point. If three numbers A, B, C are in AP, then condition is अगर A, B, C तीनों AP में हैं, तो हमारा जो condition आता है that is 2B is equals to A plus C आता है. So it is 2B is equals to A plus C. Need to prove it. Let's see here. A, B and C. What is the first term? First term is A. What is the common difference I can say? It is B minus A. It is B minus A because all the three are in AP. तीन terms का AP बोला है. So A3, the formula uses AN is equals to A plus N minus 1 into D. The same formula. A3, the last term is C, A plus N minus 1. How many terms we have? 3. 3 minus 1 will give you 2 and D is B minus A. So if you solve this, A plus 2B minus 2A, you will get 2A minus is equals to minus A plus 2B. So it will be C plus A is equals to 2B. क्या यही आ रहा है? So the point is, no need to prove it. Point ऐसा है, अगर तीन numbers A B में दिए हैं, तो the middle term, twice of middle term will be the sum of the extremities. Will be the sum of the extremities. So this is the note point which we have. If the three numbers is in AB, the condition will be 2B is equals to A plus C. 2B is equals to A plus C. Now, in the given question, it is given that these three terms are in AP. Find X. So just by using this, we can find X. Let's see how. What is B? 3X. So 2 into 3X is equals to A plus C. So what we are using, 2B is equals to A plus C. It's very important to write that because the given numbers are in AP. So 6X is equals to X plus 4X will give you 5X plus 3. Take this 5X over here, you will get 6X minus 5X is equals to 3. So X comes out to be 3. तो यही तो पूछा था. This was only asked. So just by using the small formula, small trick I can say, क्योंकि ये चीज भी I किधर से है? I तो AN is equals to A plus N minus 1 into D से ही है ना? ये लगाते तो भी solve हो जाता. But to make it short, it's very easy to use this. 2B is equals to A plus C. So how quick we got the answer for X? Let's see one more sum of the same kind. 2k, k plus 10 and 3k plus 2 are in AP. Find the k. So again we can apply 2b is equals to a plus c. So 2b is equals to a plus c twice into k plus 10 is equals to 2k plus 3k plus 2. If you solve the equation, you will get 2k plus 20 is equals to 2k plus 3k will give you 5k plus 2. Take the constant on one side and the variables on one side. So 2k minus 5k is equals to 2 minus 20. So you will get minus 3k is equals to minus 18, minus minus will get cancelled out. K comes out to be 18 upon 3, which is nothing but 6. So the value for k comes out to be 6. So you can see how simple the one formula can be. So 2b is equals to a plus c use करने के बाद हमारा फटक से आंसर आता है, that is k is equals to 6 instead of using this formula. I hope the tips and tricks must be clear for the sort of condition which we can apply if we have 3 numbers in AP. Only if 3 numbers in AP, then only we can apply this trick. Now it is the same question, 8x plus 4, 6x minus 2, 2x plus 3, R in AP, find x. R in AP, find x. You need to find x. So it is a similar question, you all can do it. Please comment me in the comment box with your answers. Let's see who all can solve such type of questions. It's very easy. Let's have a look, and I will end up this video now. And in the upcoming videos, we will be seeing about the sum of nth term of an AP. Let's have a look with sum of nth term of an AP in the next video. I hope till now you must have understood all the things which we have covered in an AP. Thank you and have a nice day. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. Bye-bye.